up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Q Morgan in the building. This is Blowing the Budget. Here we got like those budget-friendly cigars, as well as introduce our no-smoker friends to this cigar lifestyle. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the like button. Also the subscribe button. Get yourself entered into the monthly swag bag drawing. Each month I pick out a couple of sticks, print up a couple of shirts, send them directly to your house. I'm excited to blow something from Hiram and Solomon. This is the Fellow Craft. Let's get into it. Welcome all my smoker friends to Blowing the Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars, as well as those premium sticks that appears on everybody's wish list. Today we're blowing something from Hiram and Solomon. This is the Fellow Craft. It's a Habano Escuro wrapper, Indonesian Sumatra binder, and Habano Jalapa, Habano Ometepe, Ligero, Habano from Escalade. And that makes up the filler for this unique blend. Right off the bat, I'm getting a little punchy spice. There's some black pepper that comes through. And my retro hell is kind of giving me that leather. And this is right off the introduction. Don't know what this is all about, but we about to finish this whole stick with you. Sit back, sit tight. This is Blowing the Budget. Picking up a lot of different flavors as we get into this first third. Getting a little chocolate, smooth smoke, consistent burn, if you look at that ash, and of course the return on the draw. Gotta love that. This is definitely a complex conversation piece. A good introduction to the medium to full body spectrum if you're looking to expand your flavor profile. It's a smooth smoke. Retro Hell gives you a different flavor profile with each puff. You're able to kind of pick up the cedar. There's a spicy pepper at the beginning, at the introduction. First lighting, this is definitely a smooth smoke. Medium to full is definitely the flavor spectrum. It's kind of more of a in between medium and full, but of course with each puff there is some strength in those new flavor introductions. It's easy to define the cedar and the spice, but then of course there's a chocolate undertone that you get as you get through the first third. I call it Blowing the Budget for a specific reason. We want to highlight those budget-friendly cigars, blowing the budget ones. And then of course there are some instances where you want to splurge. You want to blow the budget, go over the expected price point. So of course, this Hiram and Solomon blows the budget as a budget-conscious cigar at about $9. Suggested manufacturer's retail price. Of course, where you smoke, there may be applicable taxes. But starting out, you should expect to pay about $9 for this nice quality stick. Now, as we get through that first third, we're getting a little bit of wobble on the burn. I'm going to give it an opportunity to catch up, see if it evens out. Check it out. And of course, I'm going to remove the label because it's always better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So we smoke them naked. Well, we've lost the ash and we are definitely into the halfway. Right now I'm experiencing a little subdued cedar notes. The pepper is a little more relaxed. However, there is a strength in the flavor profile. Chocolate now comes to the forefront, and this definitely becomes a more relaxable, enjoyable smoke. Had to do a touch-up, a little light, try to get that ash to catch up with the rest of the burn. But while we're looking at it, the construction is very, very nice. Look at that sheen. And you're now looking at the Habano Oscuro. Very beautifully wrapped, manufactured and constructed. This is a nice smoke. It gets a little rampant toward the halfway point. But of course, if you're interested in the medium to full spectrum, this is definitely one to try. The ramp up is real. We're getting to the, I guess, last third, getting through that half. Not quite there yet, but we are approaching nonetheless. I'm getting a concentrated pepper tinge on my tongue with each puff on the sides of my cheek. It's definitely becoming a more punchy stick, and of course that bounce is really, really nice. There is a consistent burn, as you can see, and of course the Habano Oscuro is beautifully constructed. Look at the oil and the sheen. It's not very glossy, but definitely a beautiful presentation. I'm no professional by any means. However, I do enjoy the opportunity to share with my new smoker friends some valuable information, as well as learn things from my more advanced smoker friends. In understanding your own flavor profile, you find out those sticks that you enjoy and those sticks that you don't. This Hiram and Solomon is a good stick. However, it may be a little bit too strong for me. Medium to full body is a nice little, I guess, scale to play within, and there are so many flavors that you can experience between medium to full. This one is definitely giving me a little sense of heartburn, and of course the pepper tinge that lingers on my tongue is less than desirable. I'm learning that I don't like those very spicy sticks. However, I can tolerate white pepper, red pepper, but those black peppers and those wasabi type flavors are a little too punchy for me. You might have a different perspective on the Hiram and Solomon. Definitely leave some comments below. Definitely want to know what you thought of the fellow craft. Alright y'all, we're getting into the last third. Approaching the home stretch. Not quite done with the session, but we are approaching nonetheless. Not sure if I'll be able to finish this one for you because this pepper is definitely it's settling on your tongue. My mouth is very watery, and the stick is actually drying out flavor wise, if that makes sense. The cedar that we got at the beginning has become like a dried wood flavor, if that makes sense. I try to associate things that I taste with what it may smell like, or something I smell. I try to associate a flavor with that. So in this Hiram and Solomon, you're getting some chocolate notes, cedar, and definitely some pepper. It punches as you get through the stick. I'm not sure if I can finish this one because it's getting a little strong right now. The last third is getting a little hot to the puff. With each puff there is a burn sensation that you can kind of feel on your lips as the amber gets closer to the end. And as we reach the end of our session, hope you've enjoyed this edition of Blowing the Budget. It's your boy Q Morgan in the building, and whatever you're doing in this cigar lifestyle, make sure you expand your flavor profile. There's so much to enjoy, and there is so much to taste. Try something different today. Peace out.